Grand Rising. I hope y'all could hear me. Um, just waiting to see if anybody come in. It is Sunday morning, 9:25 a.m. And I have a cold a little bit, so I might be sneezing and stuff. So excuse me. I wanted to come on here and talk about, I know I titled this Drive. Oh shit, I gotta go drive. I gotta get some gas. Okay. Yeah, let me get some gas. What the fuck I got in the car for? So I know I titled the video Drive. I am currently having some issues with my family. And it's not, hold on, let me put my seatbelt on so this won't be irritating. Okay, hit these seatbelts. Look, my titty's too big. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best not to tell any too much of my personal information out, but we all kind of go through the same shit. So I am currently under a contract with my grandmother to correct something that was done wrong to the family. In order for me to do this successfully, I have to gather documents. The holders of the documents trashed them. Threw them in the trash like it was a dirty diaper. I mean, the first holder told me that he threw it in the trash when his mom died. It took me about a year to get over that one. Because what he threw in the trash, that shit can't be replaced. So I had to teach myself to forgive him for his actions and forgive myself for how I felt about it. So now we're a few years later, I find another one in the family that's a holder. And the holder threw it away. Not throw it away, I'm sorry, shredded it. Shredded it. So, and my rage, mind you, when you have an obligation to a family, it's a bloodline thing. It's not an individual thing. So it was just irresponsible for both family members to discard something that the elders work so hard to put together. So I'm struggling with that because now my job is so much harder. Now I gotta trust documentations from third party sources. So me and my husband is talking about this, and everybody is just like dumbfounded. It's I know it sounds like sketchy what I'm saying because I can't really tell you all the details of what's going on, but it's about the bloodline and the ability to protect the bloodline. Why the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Um, so I'm kind of devastated and trying to figure out how I can work around what I'm going through. And I was just wondering how many people are going through this when they're coming into knowledge and wisdom. I need to go over there somewhere. Knowledge and wisdom, and the people that's closest to them, the people that this knowledge and wisdom will benefit, um, seems like it's working against you. How do you pivot in those situations, and what keeps you going? Because I don't want to be disrespectful to the elders in my family or rude, but how do I say respectfully how upset I am that you would just so carelessly get rid of something that belongs to all of us? At the very least, it belongs to your children, so I just need to talk that shit out because this is a lot. That's why I said when I stop doing this, all of this advocacy shit I've been doing and teaching, I'm gonna focus on myself. That's what I meant. Trying to get my bloodline back in order. And I gotta figure out how. You gotta come behind me. Niggas always gotta come around me. I'm just in this like mood today. I don't feel like doing shit. Let me go somewhere until I feel like pumping this fucking gas. Cause they can't be like Jersey where they come pump your gas for you and shit. These motherfuckers want you pumping your own gas. Huh. Let me see. I like hanging around police stations. I don't know why. I'm such a creep. I'm pulling right here so I can talk. Okay. So I was just trying to figure out um what are some tools you could probably provide me with that help you deal with this and not take it so personal, because I think I just take this shit so personal. But not everybody is willing to keep that bloodline steady. And I get it. I get it. But I want to know what makes y'all, I guess, what's the difference between somebody who is willing to risk it all, to do whatever it takes to get the bag, to restore the bloodline, to reclaim the wealth? What's the difference between somebody willing to do it and somebody willing to give up everything? I just don't understand. I feel so alone, and I gotta keep this promise to my grandmother. So now I have to um I told y'all, every time I do a live, my baby, one of my kids, start texting me. Um I gotta go back to our hometown and try to get these records. And my biggest fear is going to this place where all this horrible shit was done and keeping a smile on my face. So it's a lot of stuff I'm dealing with. And personally, I'm trying to work through. But I guess I can draw everything back to success or failure. So my question was, what makes a person want to file a tax return to achieve a particular goal? And what would make a person not want to do it? I know I'm making this real difficult for y'all to understand what I'm trying to say, but I guess I'm trying to put my attention towards people who are willing to change the way they think, at least at a minimum, as opposed to wasting my time with people who are not interested in it at all. The time of me constantly yelling and screaming and calling people out their names and shit, that's played out. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's actually matching the energy of the people who can't move forward. So I'm trying not to do that no more. But I know in my previous video I did the other day, I was telling y'all about a couple of cases I did, and one one person made me happy, one person made me sad, and I'm trying to figure out how to just completely remove my emotions from the situation. Period. Either or, like the doctors do when they have to operate on somebody. If the patient die, they die. It ain't no big deal to them. I want to be able to remove the emotion out of this. The emotion for me comes from the fact that this information is like right there. Anybody can see it and read it. And just because we weren't aware of it, we didn't know what question we were supposed to ask and who we were supposed to ask that question to. And because of that, I can see how all the lives that were lost because of violence, how it could have been stopped or prevented if people had resources. So that's where the emotion comes from when it comes to me. Um, I just think of life on a broad scale, not just individually. So I'm constantly trying to get everybody on the same page. Everybody want to win. Um, and get everybody to stop making excuses for why they're not willing to do something. I find myself telling people literally what pages to read and what book and what code and what action. I'm just telling them literally piece by piece what to do. And it's never enough. And I think that it's not enough because you don't really want to do it. I have told y'all so many times, I have failed so many times, so many procedures for so many dumbass reasons because I just didn't know what I was doing and I had to uh figure the shit out. So when you execute something like this and you fail the first time, maybe even the second time, how do you get in your brain to just stop? How? How are you not moving forward? Like, how are you not going to keep doing till you get it right? It's like when people go to the championship game, right, and they lose. They don't say, fuck this, man. I'm not even going to try to get in it next year. That whole loser mentality, that energy of a loser, that's not cool. And I don't want to put nobody down no more. I don't want to say these words that hurt. I've been thinking back to conversations that I had with my daughter's father, and he used to put his fingers in his ears. He said my voice hurted him. I don't know why that memory popped up in my head after 20 years, but I need to change my approach. I think that was my higher self telling me, let's step back. Let's step back. So I am respectfully requesting that the people who really want to make a change in their family, in their neighborhoods, to communicate with me. Um, I'm not going to try to keep reaching out to a broad spectrum of people. I'm going to start gearing my information and my content towards a certain type of people. Um, I think when I do that, it'll weed out the ones that's not serious. And that'll help me feel like I'm doing something of value, of something that's worthy of praise from my ancestors. So if y'all really want to do some real big shit and you're not scared to take the time it takes to prepare yourself and to prep yourself and play the long game, I know for myself, the reason why mine is laid out the way it's laid out is because I have never been um, somebody who look at small pictures or small ideas. I have never wanted to get anything for myself. It's always been for my bloodline. So when you're thinking bigger, if you're thinking old, what's old to you, that process takes longer. It simply takes longer. If you want something quick, like a bag of like 10 grand or 20 grand, even 100 grand, those things come very quickly. But if you're trying to correct legacy, property, land, mineral rights, that shit gonna take time. So you have to decide which, what the fuck? I just said which. I made a whole dumbass word up. I gotta start smoking weed. You're gonna have to determine where you at in this place though. Some people they be so desperate for money, they want that quick bag so quick. So they gonna go for the lesser. And that's cool, but that ain't me. I can be patient. So I guess I was just saying that to see where everybody was at and let y'all know that I too am going through some personal stuff behind the scenes, some family legacy stuff that I gotta fix. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit by myself, but I'm going to try. And in the meantime, before I start my journey of that, Lord, my husband and my sister said they're gonna prep me for this. If they prep me for this, then it'll be okay. But I need to go train somewhere so that I don't fuck up this for everybody. Going to a place that holds a lot of pain for my bloodline. I'm more of a revenge type of bitch. So I gotta reprogram my brain before I go there. But that's gonna be a journey, journey for me that I'm interested in taking, see how it pans out. But if you guys are, if you just want to talk, like if you just want to talk, y'all can communicate with me in these comment area, and we could talk about ideas and shit like that. I don't like talking about people. I like talking about ideas and plans. Um, when I first got the notice that I was going to be receiving my lawsuit tax return, the first thing I wanted to do was to give all my money away. Like I'm gonna do this, to this, to do this, and me and my husband we had our little whiteboard and we writing down what we gonna do and who we gonna help, and we was even putting information out there to people. Look, this is what we gonna do. We gonna help you do this. We gonna help you do that. But I need you to do this. One person I said, I'm gonna buy you a food truck. I need you to give me a business plan. That was months ago. I ain't get no business plan yet. So I decided I'm not gonna keep on killing myself to make this fucking money to give it away to people who not even willing to do the work. So I'm not going to. As far as everybody know, I'm broke. I'm broke. We have decided to not do anything in the eyes of the beholders, and just keep moving forward. Because if you cannot show us that you're willing to do some kind of work, put some energy into your own success, then we're not interested in helping you guys at all. Family, friend, foe, I don't give a fuck. But it's really sad that even when somebody's offering you a hand up, you can't even do the work. Nobody's ever offered me an opportunity or open door. Everything I've ever got, I had to take or create myself. Um, it's just, I wish somebody had helped me out. I wish I had a fucking mentor. I wish I had a guide or a teacher, somebody to show me and guide me. I had to do everything by myself. So I don't know. I just had to pivot and change the way I think. So I won't be just blowing all my money on people who don't want to do no work. So that's where my head is at now. That's where me and my husband's head is. We're just not. But for a small time, we will be helping um helping people get their shit in order, get their affairs in order. Oh, I hate coming in here. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Right? I don't know what the fuck you do with that shit. Like, how do you somebody tell you they gonna buy you your business and you can't even give a rough draft of a business plan? But I mean, hey. Oh, so that's just humans humaning. That's what they do. And when you get a handout, it has less value to you than if you worked for it. So I'm happy with my decisions and I'm excited about me and my husband's upcoming adventures. Um, I just really hope that my words are reaching, sorry, my words are reaching the right people. That's really all I care about now. I'm no longer interested in trying to save the world, trying to help the world. The world really don't need that much help. It's gonna move whether I help somebody or not. It's gonna rotate and spin. We put so much pressure on ourselves to save our family. You know how the celebrities be like, I'm gonna buy everybody in the hood this. We be really having that in our heart, but it's not. It's just not worth it. Not for you to come back in a few years. Now you broke again, and those people that you looked out for, if they not broke again, they not interested in helping you. Yee. Yeah, I should let somebody else come and do this. Okay, that's a good question. I don't know if you can see on here, but my husband did a 6-part class where he read the instructions, so that you can understand everything about the 709. The way it connects is what I do my consultations for. So if you're not able to put the connection together on how you could bring it back into a refundable check that you could receive, that's where the actions come from. That's where the private side comes from and how you execute your instructions. And that's what they don't teach you. That's what they don't tell you, that opportunity is out there for you to do that. And I always encourage y'all to use those AIs. I know they updated these fucking AIs and shit. So now they're sorry, I don't trust these cops, yo. I see a cop near me. I gotta make sure I'm watching my surroundings. I don't give a fuck if it's the day or the night. They use them for their agenda. Anyway, I'll be all over the place. But yeah. Oh yeah, so what I was saying is if you use the chat GPT program or whatever those AI programs are, they have so many, and you can get some uncensored one. Just ask them, how would you execute it? How would you execute the 709 where you can get um a refund from it for the person you're crediting? I mean, you just gotta play around with the words and ask questions. Now, see, if I was a greedy person, I wouldn't even be telling y'all that. I would be telling y'all, come pay me and do all this. That's not what my interest is. You only paying me for my time and my experience. So you don't have to take the year that it might take you to figure out how to do that shit. So there's an option for you to do that shit on your own. Just ask questions. Um, you can even say, let's see, how would I go about turning this into a refund or some shit like that? Just anything. Just start playing with the words. A lot of the people that I teach, when I give them paperwork and strategies on how to do their stuff, I always tell them, create this AI to what you need it to be, and then it'll help you to know where to go look when you are looking up these codes and these acts, the Constitution and shit like that. The chat program can tell you where to go on there, and it's less time that you have to invest to get to where you want to get to. You know what I'm saying? I hope that shit makes sense. So yeah, that's my advice. If y'all don't have the ability to pay me for my services to execute this with y'all, uh use the AI program and just start asking questions on which way do you think would be best for me to do this? How do you suggest somebody would go about this or that? Just don't give up. I remember I was trying to learn something for my eviction case when I first started this, and I just did not have the money to pay the person that was teaching that class. And I was so sad. I was like, damn, we so broke. We living in this car, and I don't have the money. I just don't. I just opened up the books and start reading. I was telling um a guy I had went to I was in a store somewhere, and a guy was saying that the homeless person said, "Are you just closing up the weed bottles because I'm homeless?" And he was like, it was like I wasn't doing, I had to close the stuff up. I can't leave it open. But he was in such a victimology state, whatever, victimology, whatever that fucking word is, state of mind, that he wasn't able to change his circumstances. When I saw the information that you can reverse an eviction or fight an eviction, and I wasn't able to pay, I was able to study enough. And after being in a car, living on the street in a car for a year, in 2 weeks, we was able to move into an apartment. So 2 weeks of me reading and figured it out. Oh yeah, I could do this and that can do damn yam, and I could do yam yam. 2 weeks. So no more excuses. If you can't afford any of the people who teach these classes and these consultations, if you can't afford them, do the work yourself. Reading is so fundamental. I mean, even if y'all go over y'all contract y'all currently in, I guarantee you're gonna find something in there that's gonna benefit you financially if you just fucking read it. So I'm gonna get off of here so I can pump this gas. But I just kind of needed to vent a little bit. Oh my god, that dog's so cute. I needed to vent a little bit because I was distraught over hearing that the last documents that I could find was shredded, and I don't even know where I go from here, man. I just got to start from scratch. But anyway, don't give up on yourself. If you get hit and knocked down, just dust yourself off, take a breath, take a beat, and get back up. Don't stop. Even if it's just you by yourself. If you know what you're doing is right and just, you keep it up. You keep going, even if you're going by yourself. I think I'm gonna come back on here. I'm gonna go pump this gas, and then go do something else. I think I'll get back on here later on. I want to do a video on a proper strategy for every scenario. So I probably go live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time and do a video. I'm gonna just write me some notes down, and maybe we can all talk about, maybe you can give me a suggestion and I can tell you how to turn it into money. That'd be great.